Welcome back, everyone. I know it's been a while since I've had any updates on the Falcon. Right now, just kind of waiting for a spot in line to swap out the front suspensions. As you guys know, I decided to go with the Detroit Speed Alumaframe. I did a unboxing and reveal video of that probably about a couple months ago. We actually have a date where we're going to be taking the car to a location where someone is going to be able to do the fabrication required to do a Detroit Speed front end. So in short, the shock towers will be coming out, and it'll be, like I said, the Detroit Speed Alumaframe. It'll have JRI shocks and adjustable coilovers, single adjustable. So yeah, we should have a lot more room here. We're also, one of the changes that's been made is a dry sump. So we switched this thing over to a dry sump setup, and there you have it. We're no longer a wet sump. So the clearance, you can also see with that pan. Shout out to AV8 and CSM racing engines. You can see the pan is very flat. It's about 4 inches deep, but instead of running the traditional, you know, front and rear sump or Fox body pan, which is what the Detroit Speed Alumaframe calls for, instead of running a Fox body pan, we just decided, you know what, let's do dry sump. We have the best clearance in this for the subframe of the car. Honestly, we'll probably pick up some power too. I also did an unboxing video of the AV8 3-stage dry sump kit. I did an unboxing video of that as well. So right now, since, like I said, I'm about a week out from having this car sent off to the place where we're gonna install the Detroit Speed Alumaframe. I'm gonna back it out, roll it out, and just kind of rinse it off, get some of that dust off. The car's been sitting. We pulled the 408 Old Faithful out back in November, and so here we are. We're rolling into September of 2022, so he's been down for about 10 months now, and the 430 Windsor is ready to go in it. Also, I owe you guys a update on this thing. This was not in the cards. It just so happened this opportunity fell in my lap, and so it kind of just came out of nowhere. So I know I've been inactive for a while, but cool stuff is still happening. Taking care of business in my life, taking care of work and school and all that good stuff. So no lifting, no letting up on the goals with the cars and stuff. So anyways, stay tuned for a review video of that C5R. I don't want to call it, it's not a C5R, but I'll make a video on that shortly. Anyways, going back to the Falcon, one of the other things that I'm really looking at doing is we're probably going to add some additional roll bar. Right now it's got a 6-point. We're probably going to add some additional roll bar just to make the car safer. So some things may change as far as like the chassis and stuff. We're also looking at enlarging that tunnel, or relieving that tunnel, because we'll be running this T56 Magnum. The T56 Magnum did fit. Remember, we had this motor in the car. We had the 430 Windsor, the T56 Magnum in the car. We had headers made for it. The only thing is, we found some weak spots in the front subframe, and on the 3rd gen Falcons, that's 66 through 69. Our front subframe on these cars are fixed. So you can see it's got a Flaming River Universal power rack and pinion. And you know, look at the angle on that. I'm about to put it back in so I can turn the wheels, so I can, like I said, roll the car up. But look at that angle. The Detroit Speed one, that steering shaft is gonna come to about right there. So it's gonna be more of a straight line around the headers. This was a funky angle. The steering always kind of, it handled good, but there was that free play in the wheel. When you were kind of turning the wheel, there was some free play there, and it just never really inspired confidence. On smooth roads and all that stuff, this thing was a champ. With the 265 section width tires up front and the 335s out back, I mean, there was really nothing that this car couldn't take. But anyways, due to me picking up another vehicle, I probably won't be going as all out on the Falcon. I was kicking around the idea of doing a SECA cage. I mean, I really wanted to go all out, but I had to kind of take my time on things. So maybe one day in the future, I could go next level on that. This right here, I didn't want to get too carried away, but this wing is an actual C5R wing. It's a carbon fiber wing, and then the hood is also carbon fiber. This car is not a wrap. This is all a paint job. And all the red outline was pinstriped by hand on the entire car. So again, this is a paint, not a wrap. Enough babbling on. Let's get the car out. Let's roll it out. Let's get it rinsed off, and we'll talk to you guys soon. I have a AV8 front sump oil pan for sale if anybody's interested, with a Melling high volume oil pump. This AV8 pan was just dyno time only. Like I said, we pulled it because we decided to go dry sump, but it comes with a low car in the pan dipstick. It has been calibrated, so it's accurate. So yeah, I'm selling this, so if you guys are interested, shoot me a message. Like I said, dyno time only. It's got a windage tray, it has a crank scraper, and I mean, look at that baffling, the trap doors. So this thing is their road race pan. So for guys running wet sump or just spirited driving, drag racing, this pan to get it done. So message me if you're interested. And here she is, all cleaned up for her appointment. Yeah, so we're gonna look at adding some roll bars. Maybe even, so we plan on having a bar go across here, forward, high and tight, and then come down here, and then do like an X going across. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Dash pad is out. It's in the back seat. And there's the gauges there. Carb on the floor. So yeah, I know I told you guys I'd get you some content. It's been a while, so in the meantime, we got this new thing in the stable. So I'll be taking this out and hopefully getting some 0 to 60, 60 to 130 times for you. Don't expect anything groundbreaking. It's just a stock LS6, 40,000 original miles. A lot of upgrades, suspension and aero upgrades. C5R carbon hood, C6 big brake, C6 Z06 big brake kit, 2-piece rotors. So you have the aluminum hat, C6Z wheels. These are on a 275/35/18, and on that we're on a 325 or 335/30/19. Car is also it previously had on a 20-inch setup, so it can hold big brakes. It's got L5 fenders. It's got a C5R carbon fiber rear wing. And as I said before, the whole car was painted, so it's and all the body work was done by the painter. They molded everything in before they did the paint, so a lot of work was done just into the aero department of the car. As you can see, C5Z, it's an 03, and she runs pretty good. I actually didn't expect the car to rip this strong for just being a stock LS6. One of the strong points about this car is how light it is. Just feel how nimble it is, and it is on LG Motorsports coilover setup. So the previous owner has literally put he put a lot of time and money behind this car, and he had owned this car for the better part of 15 years. So this was his his project. Like I said, I picked it up off of his hands for what I felt was a really decent price given the market and given the modifications in the car. So I'm gonna take it out on a quick spin. But again, I don't have my Draggy app, otherwise I would be giving you guys, posting some, like I said, some data on the acceleration figures on the car. So let me get in here and get it fired up and we'll get it out. Now, get ready to hit on the freeway. I'm gonna open it up a little bit for you guys and give you perspective on how the car performs. Sure, no slouch.